But I did one more quick segment. One last word. Yay. All right. And we're going to, in this part is a quick ending part of the show. We're just going to go around one more that we want to bring to the look forward to next or something we just think that's on our mind. So I'm going to go to you, Delilah.
I think that we might have another quarterback traded before. I think Nick called it. I think Teddy is not going to be staying with the Panthers. Now, I am not saying that he's going to the 49ers, but the fact that the 49ers called the Panthers about Teddy, it's probably not the only team that's probably called the Panthers. So that might be the next quarterback traded. Not a big name, not Deshaun. I think that's going to be ugly this season. I honestly don't think they're going to trade Deshaun. I think that's going to be a whole mess. That's going to go into the season, and Houston is going to regret making that decision. I don't think they're trading Deshaun. It's not going to happen. But I think I could see Teddy going somewhere else and finding a new home. That's my final word. He's not going to be the Panthers starting quarterback next season.
Ooh, I like that. Nick, what you got, man?
Well, I'm going to kind of follow along in a lot of footsteps in terms of quarterback on the last word here. And I know what I said last week because it's still ingrained in my head that the Bears should do everything they could, throw the kitchen sink in Houston to get Deshaun Watson. But you're gonna, I'm taking a 180 after really looking at a lot of this stuff and a lot of the stuff that's going on and that Houston mess that's over there. I think the Bears could be better served. Just what I'm thinking, you start Nick Foles, you draft a quarterback. And so that's where I'm going now. We got the 20th pick. I don't know how much we'd be able to move up if we could. Depending, you probably have to give up a lot for first, to move up in the first round. But I think right now, you know what? It is what it is. We made this bed. We do have to lie in it a little bit. So I think you start Nick Foles, you draft a quarterback, and you go from there. Because right now, with all the other trades that are still probably going to happen with some of these quarterbacks, we just don't have the draft capital to give away if you want to build this team. You really do need to consider the offensive line help we need. And again, still need some quarterback play here. So my final word this week is Nick Foles is in, draft a quarterback, and let the defense carry us like it always does.
I like it. Nate, what you got, man?
So as I said last week, I said whatever happens in this free agency, whichever teams make an impact, it will have a significant impact on the season this upcoming. Whoever stays, whoever goes, whoever other team. But this week, I want to focus on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are apart. They haven't come to an agreement about a contract long term, and I think he has 2 more years on his rookie deal. Everybody, calm down. This is the Baltimore Ravens. They will take care of Lamar Jackson. It's not like I think it's just testing the waters. We all know Lamar Jackson is going to get paid. This notion that you cannot pay a quarterback, particularly in his style of a quarterback, is BS. Dante Culpepper, Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, John Elway, Steve Young. You can pay these guys an exorbitant amount of money, and they've shown that they can win a championship. Patrick Mahomes is the latest example of that. Lamar Jackson will have a contract. Lamar Jackson will win a championship. And again, I'm still saying I think this offseason is going to have a positive and negative effect on a lot of teams. Mark my words.
All right.
I don't know why you're getting up on Mitch Trubisky, Delilah and Nick. That's sad, but okay.
I never said I gave up on him. I like him. I put him all over the place.
If I were Mitch, I know. Sorry, real quick, but if I were Mitch, I'd want to go with this point.
Yes, start fresh.
I think they showed Mitch that they didn't want to. They didn't play to his strengths. They didn't. He was in a system that he was not gonna excel in. And so, they brought in Foles to begin with. Yeah, if I'm Mitch, I want to go I wish him the best of luck. I hope he has a good career, but I think we stick with Nick Foles, draft a quarterback, and see where we go, man. I know Mitchell's gone. Mitchell's gone.
Man, yeah, no. So, for my one last word, like I said earlier, the late great Irv Cross just passed away, and he honestly, I mean, to be frank, he made it possible for any of the four of us to even be in the position we're in. He broke barriers. He broke ground on a lot of things when it comes to the journalism world, when it comes to just having people that look like us out there in front that can articulate, that can speak to the masses, that can sound educated. And let's be honest, he was drafted in 61. He was one of the first guys to get drafted by the Eagles. And he went to there. He was with the Rams, then he went back to Eagles. But the biggest thing with him was that he was a player coach, and he actually, what we see that Tony Romo did now, where he played and now he's so great in the booth. Irv Cross started that. Irv Cross was part of these teams, and it was great. But one of the biggest things when he came and joined CBS in 1971 was they thought that he was a nice guy, but he also knew the sport. He knew the game, and so he was able to give that insight from a different perspective, because most of those people that had been in the booth weren't from they didn't used to play football. You know what I mean? Irv Cross is one of the people that dispelled that myth of the dumb jock. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, the fact that he was black, they didn't really expect too much from guys like us. So the fact that he did that and the way that he carried himself all those years. I mean, even after he retired for broadcasting, he actually was the AD, athletic director at Idaho State University.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So he kept it. He kept going. And there was another place, I think it was like Mecklenburg, that he was also an AD and in their football program. And he didn't just cover football. He also covered basketball. He covered gymnastics. He covered track and field. So he broke barriers. He really did. And the least I can do, I know it's March 1st, but the least I can do is talk about him, because he
absolutely,
even to what we're doing in journalism, what we're doing reporting the notes, what you're doing, Delilah, with the diversity. We're giving people an image of people that look like us, and maybe it's not the image that most people are used to. You know what I mean? We're allowing people to see a side of people. We're very educated. We're coming with a lot of facts and knowledge and opinion, and it's stuff that we've done research on and things like that. But the fact that we're out and able to do it, and not to be worried about who's watching or it going out there to the masses, it moves my heart, man, because I love doing this. I know you guys love it too, and this is definitely something that I'm so proud to be a part of. So yeah. So with that being said, we got to go ahead and